So if you live a little life, you start to realize all money ain't good money, right? And in the world of entertainment and sports, all money is not good money, especially when it's attached to a contract. I'm entertainment and NIL attorney Stephanie Hay, and let's talk about the red flags in these NIL contracts and what you need to be watching out for. Just because a deal sounds good up front does not mean that it is in your best interest long term. So, red flag number one: if it is not in writing, it does not exist. Vague language around deliverables and around payment schedules create confusion and will end up creating a back and forth situation between you and your brand partner. You want the deliverables to be laid out explicitly. Exactly what duties and responsibilities am I supposed to be giving you in exchange for this compensation directly related to this agreement, right? You want that to be laid out. And I mean to the details of, am I supposed to be delivering a certain amount of Instagram stories, Instagram reels, TikTok posts? What exactly does that look like? Am I doing appearances? Are you allowed to use merch? All of those things you want to be laid out. Am I supposed to, show up to photo shoots? What exactly are my deliverables, i.e., my responsibilities under the contract, so I can make sure I'm not in breach as the athlete? And then payment details, because on our side, we want to know exactly when will this money drop based on when I deliver. Is it on a 30-day post where they are not paying you until 30 days after the deliverables happen? Are we doing 50-50? Exactly when will the money drop? Because we don't want any confusion. We want all parties to be clear on how money is going to come in. Red flag two is perpetual rights. Perpetual rights, i.e., something in perpetuity, means something forever. Are they able to use your name, image, and likeness forever? You will hear me preach this over and over again. That's a negative, and if it's in there, you need to run that by a lawyer, because that's insane. Like, it's just insane. You don't want anybody to be able to use your rights in perpetuity, for nothing, honestly. Like, again, that's insane. So be clear, red flag. And it's a red flag because in perpetuity can mean not only during the term of the contract, so while you all are in relationship, but also after the term of the contract. And that's what you do not want. So be clear that perpetuity is something you need your lawyer to amend in that agreement to make sure it is fair on your behalf and you're able to take your name, image, and likeness and move forward with another brand partnership that may be similar to that one in a different capacity without them also being able to use it as well beyond the term of the contract. And red flag number three is going to be a termination clause that is not mutual. You want a mutual termination clause under certain instances. Now, granted, you are doing business with these people, they're probably paying you a lot of money, but you want a termination clause that under certain circumstances, if certain things happen, there is a mutual termination where not only can you decide, like, okay, no, I want to terminate the agreement, and it not just be on them having all the power to terminate at will for whatever the cause may be, because oftentimes these contracts are termination at will to the brand's benefit. Okay, so that is another reason why you want to make sure you have a lawyer review it so you can discuss what reasons termination will be reasonable for you to negotiate a part of your agreement. And no, fair to have a mutual termination clause means no matter what happens, no matter what they do, you can't walk away, but they can always walk away from you. And when they walk away, they're not going to pay you anymore. So that money you may have been depending on based on those contract terms now also goes away. So again, mutual termination is important. And no, if you take nothing else from this video, remember, they wrote the contract for their benefit. You need somebody to review it and edit it and redline it for yours, because the drafting party, which is the collectives or the sponsors or the brand, are always going to make sure they're protected. So you need to make sure you're protected by having somebody review that agreement. DM me or use the link in my bio to sign up for a free 10-minute consultation so I can ink your deal the right way. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, because sharing is caring and we're building a community around here. Until next time, bye.